I'm not here to say that McDonald's girl was right. I'm not here to say she was wrong. I'm here to say that's why you should watch how you treat people, and that's why you should not bully people.
In this video, we are going to talk about the unfortunate tragedy that happened at McDonald's. Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Omomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video, we are looking at the recent tragedy that happened at McDonald's, where a member of staff unalived her manager. Now, in this video, we are going to check out some previous videos of the lady that unalived our manager. We're going to check out what people think about the whole situation, and then I'll come back to share my thoughts. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. And let's get into this video.
I was wrongfully treated today at work.
So
I
this
was
lady,
literally physically tapped on a lot of times. My name kept getting called. I was doing a great job. I kept getting sabotaged, tempted, so my button can get pressed and I can go out of character. So although I went out of character, all I could say was stop talking to me. That's all I could say. Stop talking to me. And to walk into my space, still bothering me, and I said, get away from me. Please get out of my space if you don't mind. I can't talk right now, and you still continue to touch me.
I don't understand.
That made me very unhappy. It was ridiculous. Because I know that I'm a great person, and I know I won't be tolerating that. So since they decided to bully me, let the universe show them what's next. Because it wasn't right. It was ridiculous. And there will be hell to pay for that. Without a doubt.
What exactly is that? Oh, that's lasting. Huh? Ah.
Look, he always like look at me a certain way or something, and I told him that like I don't want to have. I told him that. So it's like, you know, sometimes he would give me something to eat or something if I didn't make anyone on Instacart. I get that, but I told him like I don't want him thinking that that I owe him that just because he do that for me. Sometimes I want him to think that I owe him. So now, like, after I told him that, it's like he's been crying and crying and telling me he think I use him. Dismissing everything that I do for him and did for him. Dismissing the fact that he had this condition that he'd been going through for a long time and nobody can help him. But me, I helped him get through it. And I cook, and, you know, I don't have a lot of money, but I still make money at work, but, you know, I don't have a car right now. I'm still working to get in a car. And he feels like I owe him. And now he's mad and crying and trying to make me feel guilty. I need to just calm down. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. But I should have known.
Why is she doing the chucky face? There's something problematic. The noise, the music that she's putting behind It's disturbing.
To
The
already be
background
on
music is
probation for
disturbing.
another stabbing, and then you went and unalived someone from a stabbing. That girl knew exactly what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing. So this was not Afani's first time involved in a violent act like this, a stabbing to be exact. They gave her a
That's
$25
the
million
pattern.
bond, which honestly is like no bond because I don't think she's coming up with 10% working at
Yeah,
McDonald's.
she's going to get the money.
She trying to push the narrative. She did plead not guilty. She's trying to push the narrative that she was in a domestic violence situation and she has drug and alcohol abuse issues. So y'all, they said that there's some facts that has not been exposed, and she's eager to get those facts out that can, I guess, prove her innocence. But that was the arraignment for today, and she has her preliminary, I don't know if I said that right, but she goes back to court basically July 23rd. So she did get arraigned today, and they are trying her for first degree. And those are for those who didn't see the update. But to plead not guilty, though,
I don't
She thought
understand.
she was being bullied by her supervisor. She really gonna experience what bullying feels like when she's in prison. That girl is facing life, probably multiple life sentences. 25 million cash surety bond. It's gonna cost $2 million to get her out if somebody wants to just do the 10% or whatever. And now I'm finding out that she previously somebody at Taco Bell, according to a coworker,
Why
a
didn't
previous
they do
coworker of
background
hers.
check?
I admit the United States has a huge problem with mental health. I don't feel like everyone is on the same playing field. If you have a mental health problem, illness, you should not be working amongst people who don't have a mental health problem or who doesn't have a severe mental health problem. It's the same thing for like neurodivergent and autism. I'm not saying, those are dangerous people because I'm autistic. My children are on the spectrum. But I feel like we shouldn't work on the same playing field as everybody else because I might be a slower learner than somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it ultimately looks like I'm a bad worker. But from what we're hearing is that she was just non-compliant. She was combative. She didn't like authority. She didn't like authoritative situations where people were telling her how to work. I see multiple videos of her just, standing, taking videos of herself in the McDonald's. She was even in the playground area of McDonald's eating ice cream.
That's
and
wrong.
I know that can be looked at as like, from a supervisor standpoint, it just doesn't look good for any worker to do that. But now she's going to really have to defend herself behind them walls. They don't play. She's in county right now. She got a little bit of leniency. But once you get behind those doors, you're facing probably multiple life sentences. You can't walk away from that. There's no walking away. You could have walked away from this. You can't walk away from this.
It takes $0 to be kind to people. I mean, $0 to just be a nice person. Rest in peace to the mother of 6. I do not condone violence, but I want y'all to understand. You never know what people are going through, and some people are walking around here on their last straw. Then I want to speak to the part of leadership. Supervisors and managers who are just nasty and pick on people, because I've had my share. You are in a managerial position to mentor and uplift the workers below you, to make sure that they are happy and comfortable within the workspace. However, there's just too many in those positions that use it to be the bully that they are. I get it. I've been at the breaking point before.
But
I had to tell a
also,
supervisor in my life, I am not your child. I even got rolled up a couple times and I had to tell them, get me away from her. And luckily, I was at a decent enough job to where they switched my supervisor. So trust me, I understand firsthand dealing with someone who is constantly picking on you and you got to go to work and deal with that person every day. I wish she would have taken another route by maybe speaking to higher management or just getting another job if that was possible. Because now she's ruined her life because somebody else had a nasty spirit. But moral of the story, man, it takes nothing to be a kind person.
The lady who offed her manager at McDonald's, yeah, because the lady been being bullied by that same manager, and the manager ended up losing her life over bullying that woman. I feel like, yes, both parties are wrong. The manager should not have been bullying that lady, and that lady should have never offed her.
But you don't know what type of mental capacity or what somebody is going through, and yet you over here is still giving this lady a hard time every single day. That happens a lot of times when it comes to bullies. But y'all wait till it's too late to actually do something about it. And that's why that lady is gone now. She no longer has her life anymore because y'all didn't correct her behavior. And y'all over here saying, oh, the lady should have went to corporate. Corporate is always going to look out what's best for the company. Even if she went to corporate, corporate would have turned on her.
We've all had that one manager that we just could not stand and we wanted to slap the shit out of them. Or if you're a manager, I'm sure you've had that one employee that you just couldn't stand and you wanted to slap the shit out of them. But the difference between us and that girl who worked at that McDonald's who her manager is we all know that there's consequences for our actions. She said her manager was bullying her. She said her manager was manipulating her. She said her manager would send her home early almost every day.
Telling you she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in the store, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect for me. I got shit I gotta take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not all the negative energy that she's...
So she went to work and she and her manager, they got into it and her manager sent her home and she went home, got a knife and manager during the morning rush in the front of the McDonald's, like right in the front where everybody could see. And I'm not picking sides when I say this, but that girl was wrong. If you are being bullied in the workplace, you can quit. I know the economy is rough, but if it's affecting your mental health that much that you want to murder, unalive your manager, quit. Just find another job. It's not worth it. Or sue your company. As someone who has their degree in management and also has been in a few management positions, being a manager is not easy. You're the punching bag. But also, I've also been bullied by other managers. And some managers, they take this management thing to their head. Especially older managers versus younger employees. There are some older managers that do treat younger people in the workplace like they're kids. And there are some managers that make the workplace extremely toxic. But also, there are some employees that make the workplace extremely toxic. But if it ever gets to this point, just quit. It's not worth it to stab your manager or the employee. It's not worth it.
That McDonald's worker did not get bullied. Her getting put in her place, her being told what to do and what not to do made her angry. If y'all listen and watch every video that girl made, because she clearly didn't have any friends or maybe family to talk to, so any incident she would go on to record and post. And most of the things she got in trouble for was because of things that she wasn't supposed to be doing, like arguing with customers. Y'all watch the videos and y'all see, y'all keep saying the manager bullied her. How do y'all know that? Why? Because she made multiple videos saying that the manager bullied her and she snapped? Is that why? Okay? I'm not believing none of that. Like I said, she look like one of them girls, you say one thing to her, she get offended, she get upset, she think you bullying her. Like if y'all literally watch the video that she posted herself, certain things, it's like, girl, you mad for what? Y'all keep defending. Cool. Everybody got their opinion. But I pray to God, you or your family member don't ever be in that predicament where you're a manager somewhere and somebody's so angry with you, they want you. Okay?
I'm not here to say that McDonald's girl was right. I'm not here to say she was wrong. I'm here to say that's why you should watch how you treat people. And that's why you should not people. And that's why you should just be a good person in general. You know, it just seemed like that girl was fed up. She was talking about, oh, she got sent home 2 days in a row. She came in on her off day to make us some time, and they sent her home anyways. And I'm not here to defend that, but in honesty, you don't know what that girl was facing. You know, it's easy to get behind in this economy. Okay. It's easy to get an eviction. It's easy to do that. It really is. You know, it really is. And it sucks to say that mother is 6, lost her life. But I'm not saying that how she was treating people was right either, you know, because as a former bully, because I used to bully people back in high school, and I sit there and think about it to this day. I regret it sometimes because them people didn't deserve that. That was just me going to school and reflecting what was being taught at home, you know. It really matters how you treat people. It really does. You should watch what you say to people. You're not above nobody. And it sucks because I'm sitting here and I'm reading the comments on some of these posts and it's like, oh, look at her hair. Oh, she looks like the type to do this. And that's why she did it. She's tired of being, just because she got orange hair or she looks the way she looks, Why does that have something to do with you?
Why are you people supporting this kind of bad
But how
behavior?
people live isn't your problem. You know, you don't always have to comment on people's life because you are no better. You know, just because she had orange hair, she could have been the sweetest girl in the world. She could have been the smartest girl in the world. Like, it really stems from bullying, bro. People is fed up and tired of getting bullied. You know, I'm not saying she's right, and I'm not saying she's wrong. RIP to that mother, and I just pray that her 6 kids, you know, make it through life, and it's not hard for them. And I just pray for that girl that did, and I hope all is well for her too. That's why
She's ended up in jail. Forget that one.
It always be our own kind who take supervisor positions to people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying what she did was right because she could have went to HR. She could have quit. She could have did anything. But this young lady was ranting for 2 days about the manager bullying her, cutting her hours, and also about the man who she was renting her apartment from or room that he was just wanting to have intercourse with her for helping her out sometimes. So just imagine your manager at work cutting your hours and the guy who you're trying to rent from is trying to have intercourse with you because you don't have the money. She said the manager told her and the other employees that she pulled a pew-pew out on her kids. Like, if you pull a pew-pew out on your kids, what you gonna do to me? It's a lot of coworkers and managers out there who love to provoke and intimidate others. Their goal be to push you out of character to get you fired or you to quit. But in this situation, it took a different turn. Like, y'all gotta stop playing with people. I'm praying for the manager because she didn't deserve that. And I'm also praying for the girl as well for her mental health.
The court has reviewed the charges and the circumstances surrounding this case. The defendant is facing various serious charges, including murder in the first degree, which is one of the most serious offenses in our state, carrying penalties up to life without parole. Additionally, carrying a dangerous weapon with unlawful intent further underscores defendant's potential threat to public safety. Defendant has a prior record out of Virginia for malicious wounding. It was actually felony malicious wounding that was reduced to unlawful bodily injury.
Okay.
That is what
so that could work out, right?
Habitual second. And in determining bond, the court must look to the factors outlined in Michigan Court Rule 6.106. Number 1, the seriousness of the offense and the danger posed to the community. The charges here involved indicating a substantial risk to the public. The court finds there is a significant threat to public safety, and therefore the bond must reflect that risk. While the evidence is not fully before us and the defendant is cloaked with the presumption of innocence, the nature of the charges along with the prior history suggests that there's substantial evidence against the defendant.
She ain't getting free.
The defendant has a violent past. The history supports the court's concern that the defendant may engage in further conduct when she is released. The court is, after considering all of these factors, going to be setting bond at
where is she supposed to get the money? Okay, so we've seen what exactly happened. We've seen what people had to say about it. We've seen our past. We've seen what happened during the initial court arraignment. I would love to hear what you think about everything that has been said, what you think about the whole situation. So please leave your comments in the comment section. Personally, I don't condone violence. I don't support violence. And this video is just for educational purposes. It doesn't condone or promote violence, abuse, or bullying. Now, I'm looking at what some people are saying. Some people are saying, oh, because the manager bullied her, that's why you don't bully people. That's why you don't touch people. You don't say this. And from what I was getting, it seems like it's okay for people to react in a violent, fatally violent way, if someone is bullying, and I don't think that's okay. Now, I don't support bullying, like I've said, but I don't know if exactly what happened to her with the manager is bullying. I'm going to say this based on what I've seen from my videos and based on just my own perception, based on my intuition. I feel like that girl, the girl that unalived our manager, is someone that doesn't really take to direction. is someone that doesn't listen. And when the manager is telling her and when people are telling her what to do, she feels is bullying. And this is my honest opinion, because one of the things that I would have felt is wrong as a manager in McDonald's is her sitting or being in the playhouse eating ice cream. I don't think that's right. Personally, I don't think it's right, because those are where children are. Even children are not even allowed to sit and eat there. I'm sure they say don't take food up to that side. They are supposed to leave their food. So why are you as a staff sitting down there eating ice cream and filming yourself? I'm sure that is a wrong thing. I might be wrong. If you know anything about McDonald's rules and regulation, and that is okay, let me know in the comment section. But personally, I feel like that is the wrong thing, and this is just me being me and thinking as someone that has been a supervisor or superintendent pharmacist or in charge of other people. I don't think that that is right, especially in a food area. And now they said a lot of the times she'll be on TikTok making TikTok videos while at work, and it's not during the break time, it's while she's working. That I think too is wrong. Why are you making TikTok? Especially if the company does not allow it. Now there's some companies that will allow you to make TikTok while you're at work. That is okay. But this one, I feel like it was not allowed, and they must have told her severally and she did not listen, and she felt like it was being bullied. This is what I feel. I might be wrong. Maybe the way she was approached, she felt that it was bullying, but I'm sure that her making TikTok is something that would have made the management look at her with a side eye. Now, it was also said that she was let go, she was told to go early, and it might have triggered her. She felt like she was always getting a shift cut short. But when you are making TikTok, when you're supposed to be working, or you're not as efficient as other people, I don't know, as a manager, I'll tell you to go. This is so honest truth. I'll tell you to go. There's no point in you staying there when others are working and you're doing TikTok, or you are refusing to do it the right way. And when people are talking to you, you feel like they are harassing you, they are bullying you. I will tell you to go. I will cut short your shifts. I will not allow you to be coming all the time. And that's what I would honestly do, because it will be unfair to others who are working hard, and you are not pulling your weight, and then you are getting the same payment as they are. I will not agree to that. I will tell you to go home and hopefully hope that you would be better when you come back, or you would learn from it. Now, the day that this whole incident happened, I think that she was on her off day, but she came thinking maybe they need people to help, and the manager told her not to stay. And that was a problem. How is that a problem? And people are trying to support it, saying that that's part of bullying. I don't think that's part of bullying. I think a lot of people that are talking and saying that is bullying and everything are people that have not been in management role, are people that have not been in supervisory role. Because if you are in supervisory role, you know that sometimes that you have to take some decision, you have to call some people to order, you have to give some people penalties, because it has to be done. If you don't do that, you're just going to have a free for all, and everybody will do as they like, and the whole system will crash. And for business, is profit or perish. You cannot be doing anyhow and expect that the business will continue to profit. So I feel like she might not have been bullied. She might have been one of those people that cannot take direction. She might have been one of those people that insist on doing what they like. And she already had a previous issue with the former manager at Taco Bell. So it's a pattern. Now, she might have been having mental health issues. That I'm not going to exclude, because it looked like she was under a lot of pressure and she could not handle it. But I also think she has a very violent behavior, and she's someone that doesn't really take to direction. She's someone that would not want people to tell her what to do, but she wants to earn the money. It doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, it's just unfortunate that the manager is dead. She has 6 children, and now the lady is going to spend a long time in jail because she is definitely going to jail. I don't know what she's saying about that. Some things she will reveal, and why she said no, why she pleaded not guilty. She's going to jail. You have a previous issue. You did this. It's unfortunate, really, because even if manager was bullying her, she could have just left, because at least she will still have a life outside jail, and she can move on to another job. But now she has unalived someone, and her life is over, as she knew about it, and there's a possibility that she might be bullied in jail. It's just unfortunate. Anyway, that is my thought about this whole situation. I would love to hear what you think about it. Do you think that she reacted in the right way because she was being bullied? Do you think that she was being bullied, or do you think that she's someone that doesn't take to instruction, and she would feel like when people are trying to correct her that is bullying to her? Do you think that her mental state was not too okay, and that's what caused her to flip? Or do you think that she just has a violent attitude? I would love to hear what you think about the whole situation. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.